Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Black Mesa. We're on a little bit of a Half-Life kick, so this made a lot of sense to check this out, especially on the back of first Half-Life. And we also covered Half-Life Alex, you can have a look at that on the channel. I'll probably cover some more stuff as well because they're great games. So this is officially endorsed, I believe. So it's not actually made by Valve, I think it was a third party. I'm not 100% sure on the history, but it might have been like a mod scene, that sort of project that was then endorsed by Valve. Essentially an overhaul. It's not just a remaster, it's a remake of the first Half-Life game. And it's pretty fantastic as well. So this will be good to jump in and have a look at it, especially since we just looked at the beginning of the original. Be cool putting them side by side. I saw some people commenting that it might be, they find it difficult to go back to the original after this, which is high praise for sure. But for someone who doesn't do nostalgia much, that would be me. I do have a lot of nostalgia for Half-Life. I was going to say Fallout, Jesus. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Monorail, monorail, monorail.
Good morning and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System.
Morning. Oh, hello.
This automated train is provided for the security.
Do we see Barney on the way past?
Black Mesa Research Facility personnel.
There he is.
The time is 8:47 a.m. Current topside temperature is 93
It's cool, yeah.
degrees. With an estimated high
It's a good
of
example straight away that you don't necessarily just want higher fidelity graphics. Arguably these graphics, they're okay, but they're not current year. They never really will be apart from the year they come out, right? So you got to be careful chasing fidelity. Now they look great, but it's the details. And I'm not necessarily saying graphic, I'm saying direction. Like look at all this, we've got all bloody door release writing, all these pop-ups, even like while we're frozen loading, even in the background, all these in the set side passages there. Look at that, this dude just sitting down, hanging out. There was a wet when walking here sign. We've got a pull release, got straps, all this sort of crap, wheelchair access. So that's back to front though, isn't it? Shouldn't it be the other one? There we go. We've got some work going on. So my point is that it's not just making better textures, higher res textures. It's about environmental detail being ramped up as well.
You will need to return to the central transit hub in Area 9 and board a high security train.
Missiles. That's bad.
If you have not yet submitted your identity to the retinal clearance system, you must report to Black
Different
Mesa
voiceover chip,
processing
got different music.
before you will be permitted into
cool.
the high security branch of the transit system.
It's vibing, good, I like it. Oh, there we go, we can get a peek outside. I actually really like this beat, this is cool.
Due to the high toxicity of material routinely handled in the Black Mesa compound, no smoking, eating, or drinking are permitted within the Black Mesa transit system.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, to be honest. Here we go. Oh, nice.
Please keep your limbs inside the train at all times. Do not attempt to open the doors until the train has come to a complete...
I wonder, actually, maybe someone can answer this for me. I haven't looked into it. I'm sure it's Google search away. Black Mesa, I kind of assumed this was set in like an Arizona desert or something like that. I don't really know. Because, well, I don't know, I just don't. But I do know that Half-Life 2 is set in some sort of, East Bloc, some sort of Russian, Eastern European setting, right? I don't think it's ever explicitly said where, like it's pseudo-fictitious, but, you come across all your Russian writing that throughout. And that makes me think, it's like, is this also set in Europe? But I mean, it looks a bit hot for Europe. But the question is, how did they go from Black Mesa to Europe, right? That seems like like, assuming that I am right and this is in America, that seems like a big difference. Now Gordon, we know he can sort of just be teleported anywhere by the G-Man. Spoilers for a million-year-old game. But why are Eli and Kleiner and all that sort of stuff, why are they over there when they were here in Black Mesa? Now granted, it's like 20 years later, the sequel, so I suppose they could have all mass migrated. I'm not sure. I kind of, yeah. I guess, I thought that City, what is it, City 13 or something? City 17? I can't remember. In number 2, I kind of thought that was this sort of central hub, obviously of the story, but I felt that it was kind of where the Combine set up mostly. But I guess it is City 17. There's probably 17 cities. It's probably inconsequential, one of many. As I understand, and I'm not an expert, the incident that happens at Black Mesa is only kind of tangentially related to what happens with Half-Life 2. Essentially, this gives off a pulse, like a signature, that we have a teleport technology, and then the Combine come, and I don't know if they come immediately. They might take 10 years or something like that, but the reason the Combine from Half-Life 2 come over and conquer Earth, from what I understand, is because they detected the teleporter rupture that you create by accident in the first game. So it's not like that they came through the portal. I don't think that's how it works. I think they actually drove to Earth. And I actually think they're in pursuit of the teleporter tech. If you think about it, right? Again, I'm speculating a bit. But this is more like there's information floating around my head, but I've never tried to put it together. But I believe in the Combine don't seem to have any teleporter tech at all. Yeah, so I think that they detected it, were aware of it, and they sort of drove here at slow speed to try and get it. And that's why, like, Eli and all that are doing teleporter stuff in secret at the beginning of Half-Life 2, and they sort of still have it not quite worked out. Which is interesting because, you know, for those playing at home, those that are aware of it, Portal and Portal 2 specific, end of Portal 1 they sort of tell you Black Mesa comes up. But Portal's set in the Half-Life universe. Now, again, I suppose you could consider this all spoiler, but you've had about 100 years to bloody play this game. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you probably... Oh, where's he going? Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah, so Aperture Science is the opposition, apparently, to Black Mesa. I wonder if Black Mesa even recognises Aperture Science. And I know it's sort of like a comedy side story. The whole Aperture thing was science for the sake of science. It was sort of just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what would stick. I believe he was trying to create a better type of shower curtain when he accidentally invented the portal technology. But it was heavily hinted at the end of Half-Life 2.
Morning, Mr. Freeman.
There was crossover between that and the Borealis ship from Portal 2. And it was inferred that in Episode 3 of Half-Life 2, you were probably going to go try and find the portal technology. So it all comes back together.
Guess his bar tab must have finally caught up with him.
Haha, that's funny. So you're not Barney. Barney's missing. Catch me later, I'll buy your beer.
Put some pep in that step, Freeman.
Yeah, okay.
Enough as it is.
Righto, mate. What a dinky helmet.
How am I supposed to catch my beats?
Aw, man, you cut the ponytail.
It's because I'm not a fucking neckbeard. Yeah, OG bloody Gordon Freeman's got a lot to fucking answer for. An unironic ponytail and a goatee. Oh my god. Two of the biggest fucking grooming mishaps you could ever make.
For you, but we had a system crash about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to find my files.
Ah, this is cool.
Just one of those days, I guess.
Just one of those days, I
We're also having
guess.
some problems down in the test.
Deja
tube.
vu.
I think that's all straightened out. They told me to make sure you headed down there as soon as you got into your hazard suit.
Yeah, okay. I will, thank you. Hello? I think I've seen you before.
Agent Dale, report to
Hello?
South Level.
Hello, Sharon?
There was someone downstairs asking about you. Or was it upstairs?
I don't know. It doesn't help. Look at this. God, this is cool. Anyway, yeah. There's some rich lore in this
morning,
world.
Dr. Freeman.
Morning yourself.
But the thermal protection system seems to be online now. Those TPS reports have gotten
TPS reports?
hard to find good help these days.
Oh.
Yes, about that.
You can just get that done. We're gonna need you to come on, go ahead and come in on Saturday. Yeah. And you're gonna have to go ahead and come in on
Why do we
Sunday.
all have to wear
Yeah.
these ridiculous ties?
Okay. Oh man. Let's put our suit on, eh? Here we go. Got a case of the Mondays. Alright. Oh, listen to this edgy music. Let's go. Finally had a matching fucking goatee to go with it. Hello.
If anything, you'll just have more to do.
Hello. What's going on in there? Man, this is so much more detailed. So the layout's a little bit different, I've noticed. Like, the doors that we went through were a little bit different. But for the most part, the layout is familiar enough. Safety. Our record speaks for itself. Oh, that's foreshadowing. Button sound. It's pretty cool, the CC that I turned on. I did notice it at the menu. Defaulting to Arabic, but I think that's more of an alphabetized issue. But yeah, a lot of games don't necessarily have CC. I actually I put subtitles on everything. So I'm a huge cinephile. I watch a lot of movies and TV while I'm editing on the other channel, that sort of stuff. But I've always been into it. But yeah, I love closed caption, and I don't 100% know why. I always do get a giggle. It's a bit cruel, but like, so consider you're deaf, and you know, I haven't really thought too much about it. But when it's CC and say you were born deaf, right? So you haven't heard certain things before. I always find that the closed captions to be a bit of insult to injury, like deep thrumming techno music or loud bang or wind whistling outside, and I kind of feel sympathetic for someone that maybe didn't lose their hearing but never had it in the first place, with the CC subtitles rubbing your face in all these things that you probably never will hear.
We've just sent the sample down to the test chamber.
We've boosted the anti-mass spectrometer to 105%.
In the test chamber.
We needed the extra resolution.
The administrator is very concerned that we get a conclusive analysis of today's sample. I gather he went to some lengths to get it.
Right. Yes.
They're waiting for you, Gordon.
Where?
In the test chamber.
Right.
Like even the subtitles have extra R's. Let's go. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Eli has been busy making last-minute preparations for the new
Are
experiment.
you supposed to be Kleiner? You look different to everyone else.
Greetings, Eli.
Morning, Izzy.
I trust
Yeah, it
this
is.
morning finds you well.
Gordon, good morning.
That's cool. So
I'm glad you're here. These last-minute changes.
they get their own models.
They're a
That's
bit
kind of cute.
strange to just... Oh, It's about to go critical.
What in the blazes is going on with our equipment?
Right?
It was never meant to do this in the first place.
No. Failure.
It's nothing we can't handle ourselves, Eli. Run along, Gordon. We'll be but a moment.
Okay. Sure. Well, that's cool, because that sets up the sequel a little bit. Because you have to remember that the time between the two games was huge. And it sort of predates a lot of modern sequelitis and the game industry in general. So the first game is...
By Becquerel's ghost! The radiation level is off the charts.
Becquerel's Ghost, eh?
This is far from
It really does sort of predate character development and that sort of stuff. There's no real named characters in the first Half-Life,
there you
because why would there?
Everybody's been looking for you, hombre.
Hombre, eh?
Here he is.
Hello?
I'm afraid we'll be deviating a bit from standard analysis procedure.
I kind of like how
today.
ripped
Yes,
everyone is.
yes,
Like the
but
character
this
designs
is a
almost
rare
Gears of War, like
opportunity for us.
all these blokes with
This is the
11-foot
purest
shoulder
sample we've
spans.
seen yet.
And potentially the most
Apparently they
unstable.
have
Now,
a really
as
good
long as
gym
we follow
program here
standard
at Black
insertion
Mesa.
procedures, everything will be fine.
I don't know how you can say that. Although I will
Gordon
admit that the
doesn't
possibility
need
of
to
a
hear
resonance
this.
cascade scenario is extremely unlikely. I just don't feel...
Gordon doesn't need to hear all this. He's a highly trained professional.
You bloody better
We've
believe
assured
it.
the administrator that nothing will go wrong.
Exactly. My personal assurance.
You're right. Gordon, we have complete confidence in you.
And are you, boys?
Well, go ahead. Let's let him in now.
Let's do it. Tell you what. I guess I don't employ many blind people around here, given that everything is retinal scanners.
Testing. Everything seems to be in order.
Where's my rotating fans?
All right, Gordon. Your suit should keep you comfortable through all this. The specimen will be delivered to you in a few moments.
Should we spin up the anti-mass spectrometer?
To climb up and start the rotors. That way we can bring the anti-mass spectrometer to 80% and hold it there.
Yeah,
until the
80%
carrier
sounds good.
arrives.
Let's do that. Oh, look at this.
Very good. We'll take it from here.
It's probably nothing. Probably.
Power to stage 1 emitters in 3, 2, 1.
Yes. Good. Oh, geez Louise, doesn't that look cool?
I'm seeing predictable phase arrays.
Yep.
Stage 2 emitters activating now.
God, this is cool.
Gordon, we cannot predict how long the system can operate at this level, nor how long the reading will take. Please, work as quickly as you can.
Of course.
Overhead capacitors to 105%.
Yep.
It's probably not a problem.
Probably.
I'm showing a small discrepancy in...
Is it within parameters?
It's well within acceptable bounds again.
Yeah,
Sustaining
bounce.
sequence.
Okay. Very good.
We've just been informed that the sample is ready, Gordon. It should be coming up to you at any moment.
Right.
Look to
Yes.
the delivery system for your specimen.
Yes. Okay. This is what you trained for, Gordon. Alright? Your parents said you'd never amount to being anything. We're going to show them today. Alright, just gentle.
Insertion.
Gentle. Oh, God. Maybe Mum was right. Maybe I am a burnout. I hope they're safe up there. Oh. Maybe not. Oh. And boom. Oh yeah? Oh. It's alright, I'm back. Oh. Okay. Cool. So a big part of, a big problem with Half-Life original, Half-Life 1, is the Xen, the alien planet, this, is kind of not very good, right? It's the weakest part of the game, easily. Some pretty obtuse, not great platforming. So there's kind of a lot wrong with it. And they really, like, actually, let me just finish that thought. The way it felt was kind of a bit rushed, a bit slapdash. I don't know the history, but if you told me that the development, you know, they front-loaded the first 4/5 of the game and the last bit was sort of just cobbled together, I'd believe you, right? However, the guys that made this, from what I understand, went above and beyond and really made essentially the final chunk of the game work with Zen. I think that's the name of the planet. Oh, this music, Jesus. Oh, this is very epic. Very churchy. Getting your soundtrack right is everything. Well, everything according to me. So we're using a similar physics system as you use in Half-Life 2, because that's another big draw of Half-Life 2 that 1 didn't have, is, you know, the gravity gun and the environmental, you know, killing things with objects and buzzsaws and that.
I never thought I'd see a resonance cascade, let alone create one. By Schrodinger's cat, he's alive.
Or is he? Ah, look at that! What a joke!
All the phones are out. I can't reach anyone in the facility. You need to get to the surface.
Well, if you ask Schrodinger, he's absolutely dead.
Down here. There's no telling what kind of danger is. My God, what have we done?
As I understand it, yeah, that was the thing with Schrodinger's cat, is that people created this really interesting, like this whole is it, isn't it theory spun out from it. But Schrodinger's position was, no, the cat's absolutely dead. It's obvious. You put a cat in a box with a cyanide vial or whatever, or poison vial or whatever it is, and it's gonna die. And so Schrodinger was like, what are you fucking talking about? But, you know, I guess he accidentally pioneered sort of quantum probability. Jesus Christ, look at this. Guts and bits and... Look at this bloke. Oh, shit. Yeah, right. You done? Can that burn me? Him? No. Uh-oh. Nope. Don't want that. Cool, so they're making me do a little bit more. Hello. Yeah, fair enough. Be a pretty awful way to go. Oh no! I couldn't save him. That's pretty awful. Okay. Where's my crowbar? Aren't I supposed to get the crowbar here? Uh-oh. Loud clang. Hysterical woman. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Okay. God, this is cool. Alright. I guess we load. Hello. Oh, jeez. He doesn't even need to shoot.
Gordon!
Trick shot.
Man, am I glad to see you.
Yeah.
What the hell are these things, man?
I don't know.
Why are they wearing science team uniforms?
Really? You haven't figured that out? You've never watched a fucking zombie movie in your life?
Let's move.
Is that one's alive? Can you shoot it, please? Oh shit! There's that one. Oh. Hold it down, big dog.
One down and
Fuck, this cunt's invincible. Oh, that's right, flares.
Jesus, this place is in bad shape.
You reckon?
Let me get out of the way, Doc.
You can set them on fire, right? Yeah.
How do you like that?
I don't think he likes it at all, to be honest.
You like that? Huh?
No, I don't think he liked that either.
This shit is something out of a sci-fi movie.
You're not wrong, mate. Jesus, world's shortest flare. Are you? Oh fuck,
Grab
that's
what
not
you
good.
gotta grab.
Okay, we got some ammo.
Sorry, Freeman.
It's alright. I think you can kill him and take his gun, but that's not really my pace. Jesus, way more zombies.
Like that?
There you go. Protect me, security. I am but a humble scientist. Alright, good work. Great work. Great work. Oh! Ow! Jesus! So that's sort of zombie behaviour from Half-Life 2, right? Where they belt furniture at you. Good thing they issued you with 10,000 bullets, eh?
I think I just got a promotion.
Yeah, I reckon. Chief of Security. Not that that really counts for shit at the moment. Oh look, you can get out here.
Okay, I'm gonna try to call for help.
Oh, well. Oh no. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, what's this? Go away.
Anomalous materials. We have an emergency situation here. I repeat, we have a code red emergency situation.
Code red, eh? That's the worst code. Alright, that doesn't look good. Yeah, right, so the environments are quite different. Oh, look at this! Jesus. Right.
You stay back!
I'm trying to save you, sir.
That's it! I've had enough! Die! Die! Yes! Yes!
No, you missed it! Oh, fuck. Oh, poor bugger. Blue screen of death, man. No good. Okay, cool. Right, well, that'll probably give us a bit more. It took us a little bit longer, but that's because there seems to be a little bit more going on as well. See, a great example of how to remake something, right? Absolutely still true to the original, not just an asset flip, not just a HD up-res, but also not doing what's very popular in modern television and movies and all that, which is sort of skin suiting the original. I don't know how else to do it, but to call it, but you know, taking the original IP in name only and then turning it into some other bullshit story push that you want for yourself. Something like the Halo TV show, for example, off the top of my head. But you could pick just about anything that's a remake of anything these days. But yeah, so this is great. This is perfect homage and also adding, you know, enough new stuff to make it new. Anyway, glad to have a look at it. Black Mesa. You should check it out, if, especially if you're a fan of the original Half-Life, or at the very least, go play OG Half-Life and then play this. Play them back to back, see what you reckon. I think it'll be a cool experience. Anyway, team, might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.